亮と言ったか。お主に伝えるのは不義理じゃ。
不義理？
我は妖精の親戚みたいなものじゃ。そういうものにとってお主は、そう、近くにいるととても心地よいのじゃよ。
セイラさんも言ってたな。
My friends, this week's sign of a really good episode of Water Magician is two things. Number one, this episode felt short as hell. And if you don't agree with me, that's okay. But literally, I felt like I sat down here, okay? I grabbed my little nappy can. I grabbed my water and a little snacky, which was an apple, but obviously it's gone now. And I swear I got maybe 5-6 bites in. It was it's a normal apple, you know what I mean? And then like before I'm even done with the apple, the show was ending, and it was like, yo, red hair girl showed up, and show was done. I was like, holy crap, that was fast. And I don't know, maybe I was eating slow, but it just felt like a really quick episode, but it was still really good. And so that was number one. Is it was the really short episode to me, even though I know it was normal runtime. And then the second is obvious second love interest, right? We had the first love interest in being the elf girl. Very standard, very by the books, very isekai norm. Get yourself a little other race girl. Get yourself a little fiery girl with either red hair or blue hair if she's a little water. In this case, we're going Eris. We're going full fire. And I think it's really cool. So now we have Ryou. We have Abel getting assigned a mission to go to some other region or some other kingdom or some other continent or some other place, right? I don't remember what the name is. Sue me. And he's going to go somewhere else. And obviously, I think he's going to take Ryou. And then we got, at the end of it, we see the fire magician, which is some dude. He's like, he's basically the antagonist of Ryou, as Ryou's water, this guy's fire. And as well as a fiery red hair girl, which I have to assume her power is fire as well. It seems like maybe she's like vice captain or something of this brigade, this guardsmen or something like that. And they're also going to head to this place for 2 months. So that was a setup, and we know that they're gonna cross paths, and she's gonna show an interest in Ryou. It's just obvious. He'll probably end up fighting the fire dude or whatever in some kind of Mortal Kombat. I don't know. But it should be pretty fun. Now, the thing that sucks is we're on episode 9, and we have a 12 episode season, I believe. So we have about 3 episodes left. Hopefully I'm wrong with that. Let me just double check. I think Water Magician, it was on Crunchyroll, right? Hold on. Let me just triple double check here. I fucking hate Crunchyroll's website, guys. I just gotta be real. I prefer to be a pirate versus using the service I pay for. My kids really use Crunchyroll the most of the time. I fucking hate Crunchyroll's website. It's not on here. That's weird. Okay, I'm basically showing you guys that I may not have watched it on anything right today. I also have my High Dive subscription as well, too. I think High Dive is a much better platform than... High Dive is a much better platform than Crunchyroll. But Crunchyroll kind of sucks, too. I mean, Crunchyroll's the worst, but, High Dive is a lot better. All right, let's see. Schedule. No, it's not on there either. I don't know, guys. I don't know where Water Magician's at, but essentially it looks like it's scheduled for... even my anime list has a question mark, but I'm going to assume either 12 or 13 episodes. Sorry about that. But we basically have about 3 and or 4 episodes, unless the question mark means 24 episodes. That'd be pretty cool. So we have a little bit. So a little runway here. So we'll probably end the season on whatever they're building up to. So that was cool. And then the rest of the season, I'm really pissed. Where is Water Magician at? That really bugs me. I watched Water Magician a day on a Sailor's website because I was looking to go and download it. No, it is on Crunchyroll. It is. That's how horrible the website is that it doesn't even, it's impossible to find even when I hit simulcast today. All right, so it is on there, and it doesn't dictate how many episodes there are this season. Again, though, I'm going to say 12 or 13. So there was that, with the red hair girl and stuff, which is the end of the episode. Then we have Ryou being acknowledged as like a fae, which is basically like, like the fairy king that he fought, or basically just not necessarily, he's more spirit than just normal human. At least that's how the Fenrir that he met this week acknowledged him as. He's like, oh, you're a fellow fae, which makes sense because Ryou is pretty much immortal at this point, and he's lived a lot longer than the standard human. He looks, he looks 15, 16. He's probably at this point 160 because he spent so much time by himself. And he was acknowledged as a Fae. So I think that is a big story point. I think introducing us to the Fenrir was a story point. Now, I will let you know, I was waiting for the moment to where the Fenrir caught up with him, turned into a small Fenrir and said, I'm going to go on an adventure with you. That didn't happen. Super surprised at that because that's, common isekai trope. But regardless, that was still a fun thing for them to go. He had this party that he's definitely not going to join. He helped them. He showed them their icicle stuff. They've gotten a lot better because of Ryou's influence. They fought a skull thing. They fought skeletons. They fought goblins. They saved a village, which was pretty cool, which ended up being, I think his name is Nil, his village that he stemmed from. We got some really cool banter between Ryou and the group. And then, of course, we had the Fenrir stuff. And then at the end of the episode, we had the red hair girl be introduced to us, as well as the potential next arc as Abel was sitting down with the guildmaster and stuff. So overall, like, this episode was fast. It was fun. The fights were pretty good. Ryou and the kids versus the goblins and then versus the skeleton was pretty fun. It showed off a lot of Ryou. I like how Ryou geeked out about his formulaic ice, especially how slippery it was. And he gave the kids hammers too, so I thought that was pretty fun as well. And then it drummed up the tension and mystery for what's going to come next. So overall, I think this episode was a solid, easy, all day, 8 out of 10 all day. And Water Magician, after about episode 4, maybe 5, I think it was, about 4 or 5, has just been on like a generational run of really, really great episodes. I will admit the first 3 episodes were kind of, they were good, okay to good. They were like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Somewhere in that ballpark range. Like, they were good, but after episode 5, I think it was, the show has just gotten exponentially like better. And it's one of those rare instances to where it's like, yeah, you kind of have to, just give it a little bit more time and it'll really blow you away. And I think this is definitely a contender for one of those types of shows when we're talking about shows in the grand scheme. But all right, my friends, that's all I got for you guys. Do me a huge, huge favor. If you've made it to this part of the video, let me know in the comments below. I really want to know you guys' thoughts in the comments. I'm not getting enough comments on this specific channel. So, let me know your thoughts. You hate me, you hate the show, you love it, you love the show, you love where it's going. You have your favorite character. What do you think is going to happen? How many episodes do you think we're going to get this season? Where are you watching the show on? Whatever you guys want to comment, let me know down in the comments below. I'll do my best to reply to you guys. On this channel, I'm not getting a ton of comments, so it should be pretty easy to respond, unless you say, something that is just weird, like LOL. Like, okay, I'll just like it, but leave me some love. And yeah, like the video, subscribe if you're new. All right, I'll see you guys next week, my friends. Peace.